you so much to talk with us. And we'll start congratulating you about the new album.
Thank you.
And the first question, it's about the musical influences for your song and the bands or artists that you like that shaped Become a Light.
Um, I think that as a musician, my main inspiration was from the beginning, which is my father, who was a jazz musician. So I grew up around music, and it was
Yeah.
part of my everyday life. And he put me behind my drum set, and I started playing drums when I was a real small kid. But as time went on, I started finding my own sound. And once I started on my first album, and I realized it was quite guitar driven, and I was getting really into all of that. But if I have to say would Become a Light, I would probably say Tom Petty is the closest
Mhm.
that you can
Great.
come. I love his kind of the way his songwriting had this kind of pop sensibility, even though he was working in the kind of American rock, Americana sound. And I have quite a lot of that on this album.
That's great. And how was the album divided in terms of location and collaborators during the process of creation?
I'm half American from my father's side and half Swedish from my mother.
Mhm.
And that's me. So that's where my album was made. So half of it in Los Angeles and the other half was made in Stockholm. And I wrote with in LA. I wrote with Jamie Hartman, and one song I wrote with Mark Stromer from The Killers. So it was a cool process to kind of hook up with different people and find inspiration in different places.
That's amazing. And what's the story behind the writing of the single Hate to Love?
Hate to Love is kind of cool because I went over. Mark was staying at this hotel, the Sunset Marquis, and at this hotel there's a recording studio downstairs. So we went down there and started messing around and started with Hate to Love, and I came up with the verse idea for it.
Oh,
And as we were working on that, Jamie turned up and he heard what we were doing. He was like, "Oh, that sounds great!" And then he sat down at the piano and he started coming up with the chorus. And then within quite a short period of time, we had the song. So it was very an easy song to write.
great, great. And how does the song Just Because reflect the themes and inspirations of the Eagle Wyatt had in mind?
Just because,
Yeah.
uh, just because is like a very much me song. It's like the whole sound is exactly what I'm about and what I've been trying to do with my last two albums, Back on Track and Become a Light, is to really get the band into the studio as soon as possible after we finish a tour, so we can bring the energy of the live show into the studio and remember the whole vibe of the audience and have that in the studio with us. So just because I think really is one of those songs that I'm on tour now. I'm sitting in my bus and we've been playing that song and a few of the other ones from the new album, and it's really music made to be played.
Yeah, this is great. And about which albums shifted your perspective and about the rhythms, about the drums, about the guitars that have helped to make this new album?
Um, I mean, basically, when I write, I try to not do too much in the studio before we actually get the band and get all the musicians in. And I think what's cool about writing a song, especially if you mostly like we write it with acoustic guitars or whatever, is that once the song is finished, if you haven't decided what the whole production is, the song is going to tell you what it is. And you can kind of realize quite quickly that, okay, the song wants the drums to sound like this, it wants the bass to be like this. So I like to try to not do too much before the song is finished from beginning to end. And then when we get in, it all kind of falls into place.
That's great. And about the touring, talking about the touring life and what you expect about the new album, the new tour, and going to another countries, coming here to Brazil, because here we love you. And what do you expect about the new album at the tour?
Yeah, so we've been on the road now for 2 weeks, and it's really kicking right now. The mixing up of all these albums that I've made, including these new songs from the new album, and one of the luxuries of having made more new album. Every time I make a new album, there's more songs. When I was touring with my first album, Desireless, I only had 11 songs, and that was it. And it's so great now when you can really mix it up from all the different albums, and the response has been fantastic. And I'm really hoping, we're working on trying to come to Brazil next year. Nothing
Yeah.
is firmed yet, but I'm really hoping that everything falls into place, because I really want to come down there. I haven't been there since 2019, so it's really time.
A lot. And to finish, I would like to ask you to leave a message to our Brazilian fans here in Brazil that are waiting for you, and talk about listen a lot your new album. And this place is yours. Talk what you want for your Brazilian fans.
Brazil, I missed you. I love you. And it's been too long. I have a new album, Become a Light. I want you all to check it out and listen and learn the songs, so that when I come down 2026, I'm going to rock with you, and we're going to have a big party. So get the music and learn the songs. See you soon. Love you.
Thank you so much. We're waiting for you, and hope met you in person when you come here in Brazil.
It's a deal.
And see you soon. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Thanks.
Thanks,
Bye.
Alicia.
Thank you.
Oh, she was lovely.